If you're hearing this right now, it's because some part of you is tired of pretending, tired of smiling when everything is falling apart inside, tired of saying everything is fine when in reality you can barely sleep at night. Have you ever wondered if this pain that insists on accompanying you is not just yours, but a sign, a warning, a call from something greater? What if it's God trying to reach you, except you're too busy running away, trying to figure everything out on your own, trying to maintain a semblance of control while your soul silently bleeds? Sometimes God doesn't speak in thunder. He speaks into the void. And when you don't listen, it starts to hurt you where you value it most. And it all starts with silence. Not that natural silence, but a heavy silence. An emptying. Friends start to disappear. Messages are no longer responded to. Invitations disappear. Social life, which was once noisy, becomes a desert. And at first you try to rationalize. People are busy, you think. It's just a phase. But the phases don't usually suffocate like that. This silence is not just absence. It's an echo, a call within. Because when everyone turns away, when the world becomes silent, the only voice that remains is his. And that's where the fear begins. Because inside you, there is something that you have avoided for a long time. It is in this gap that the body begins to scream. You feel tired that does not match your age. A tightness in the chest out of nowhere, pain that appears for no reason. A sleep that never comes, or a sleep that drags you into a bottomless abyss. You go to the doctor, get tested. Everything is normal. But nothing is normal inside you. Because the body is the last messenger. When the soul gets sick, it squirms. God then uses your body as a last attempt at communication. He tries to stop you. He tries to make you feel. Because you don't listen anymore, just run away. But no one runs away from their conscience for long. And it is in this moment of weakness that a figure appears. Someone who seems to understand you like no one else. Someone who arrives offering shelter, but brings a storm. At first, everything seems perfect. You think, maybe now my luck has changed. But it hasn't changed. God is testing you. It lets that person in so you can see who you really are when you're vulnerable. And you see that you still accept crumbs, that you still settle for empty promises, that you still give yourself up so as not to be alone. This person comes as a reflection of the wounds you refuse to heal. It is not salvation. She is the mirror. And you don't like what you see. Little by little, this relationship starts to eat away at you. You realize you have lost control. Your routine changes. Your energy disappears. Your peace disappears. And then, you stop in front of the mirror and no longer recognize what you have become. That strength you displayed before has become a weight that drags you down. The faith you said you had turned into doubt. You feel like you are living someone else's life. Everything seems distant. The sparkle in your eyes, gone. The lightness, it turned to stone. God then does what needs to be done. He puts you before himself. No excuses, no distractions, no lies. It is the cruelest and most necessary moment. Because either you face it or you lose yourself for good. And it's there, when everything seems lost, that something strange happens. A dream that leaves you disturbed all day long. A déjà vu so real that it paralyzes you. Someone on the street says exactly what you needed to hear without knowing anything about you. Coincidence? No. Last chance. Last warning. God doesn't play dice. He creates opportunities. And when everything seems to be over, he still tries to reach you with a whisper, with an image, with a shiver. But this is the point of no return. If you ignore it now, maybe he will stop trying and let you learn the hard way, by falling. And not everyone comes back after the fall. You may think this is all exaggeration. You can say it's just a coincidence, that it's just life happening. But why then are you here listening to this now? Why, right now, Are these words hitting you deep inside? Because maybe, deep down you always knew, always felt. God never stopped warning you. You're the one who got used to ignoring. But there comes a time when he stops warning and starts letting it happen. The fall, the irreversible pain, the unbearable loneliness, the bottom of the well that has no stairs. He doesn't do it out of cruelty. He does this because he loves you. But even love has a limit when it is rejected for too long. So now, in the face of all this, there is only one question left. What more does he need to do to make you listen? Because maybe this is your last chance.